Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. So this is the second video on the MARKATE CRM where I'm going to explain how easy it is to make an extra $100 to $200 on all your jobs. So if you've opened up the estimate, you will see that you have options. And so let me go through a scenario with you before I get into it. So you call your customer, or your customer calls you, you set up a time, you go out and you look at the scope of work, hopefully with the customer. So you're walking around with the customer and he goes, I just want a house wash. And you go, okay, what about that shed over there? It's got a lot of green on it. Nah, I don't want that. Um, you walk around some more and you go, hey, your mailbox, your PVC post on the mailbox is all green and black. You want that clean? No. I just want the house wash. That's all I want. So what they're telling me, and here's the trick, what they're telling me is, I don't want to spend the money, or I can't afford it. I probably can't even afford the house wash. So in their mind, they're trying to save money, because otherwise you could say, hey, look at your mailbox and your shop and your doghouse and stuff. I'll just do that for free. What are they going to say? Well, hell yeah, I'd do it for free. So it is about the money. To me, it's about the money. So what you want to do is suggest those other wash items as you're walking around. Hey, what about this? What about that? Do you want your back patio? I clean that back patio up for you. No, I just want, the house wash. So keep that in your mind. What I'll do is I'll walk around with the customer and I'll try to find as many issues, like you can see at the bottom of this estimate, I put 3 photos in. So, of siding damage. So any of those, while you're walking around with a customer, take photos of it so they know that there's problems. So, and you may not catch them the first time around. So I'll go around the house with the customer, get a overall scope of the work. And then I look at them and I say, look, or her, okay, I understand what you want. I'll get started. I'm going to do another walk around, and then I can take some more pictures and whatever, and then I can get you an estimate. So I don't think I've had anybody say, well, I want to tag along a second time around my house. So what I do is I go around again and I look really close. I try to find any issues, and then I try to find all these little extras. Like in my head, I remember the mailbox is green. The back patio, the 10 by 10 back patio could be washed. There's a storage shed in the back that's all green. So you're looking for all that. Now, you have agreed with your customer, okay, just the house wash. But know that sure, that guy would like everything cleaned, but he's got a price in mind. So then when I send him the estimate, I put a value on all those little extras that I saw, even things that maybe neither one of us talked about. I may find something else. Maybe it's just one side of the shop. So I look at the house wash as my bacon and eggs and biscuit. Okay, so I look at that as my main meal. Now anything I can get above that is gravy. So if I can get more of those little extras, that's more gravy. And believe me, I like a lot of gravy all over smothering my breakfast. What you need to do too is price those little extras a little less than you'd normally price, because you want him to add onto your house washing. Because number one, for most jobs, your biggest expense on most jobs, not every job, there's exceptions to all the rules, but most jobs, is just getting to the job. You know, you go out, you check your chems, whatever, you get in your truck, you got to go put gas and everything. You go over there, you've spent 15, 20 minutes just getting there. And now, you know, that's a cost that's hard to recover. So, you know, part of your business expense is just getting to the job and then rolling up and getting out of the job. That's all part of the job. You can see in the estimate that if you clicked on the estimate link, that I have all these options on the left. You can click them on, click them off. They're little green boxes. And so what I have found, let me just turn this camera around. So if you click the estimate link from that email I sent you guys, this is what's going to come up. And you're going to see here all these options right here. Now, let's go back on that scenario I was talking about. So walked around the house and I looked at the house. I saw that it's a $450 house wash. And that's about my average house wash. So that's all he wanted. So without even telling him, I went ahead and figured the driveway. It's a little driveway. I normally wouldn't do a driveway for $95, but I'm already there. Once you're already there at the job, you've already spent your money. You know, so anything on top of that is your gravy. So if he's thinking in his head that it should be $100 house wash, then this whole thing's blown up. But what if this guy's thinking $500 for a house wash? Or what if he's thinking this is going to cost me $1,000? Either way, you're going to be good with this. Now you can't sell somebody that's already got a figure in their mind of $100 house wash. And those are not the people you want. So here's my house wash, $450. And so the guy's going through and he's like, hey honey, it's only $95 to do the driveway. I think I'll leave that one clicked. And in our front sidewalk out by the street, it's only $45. Let's just leave that clicked. Patio, I figured the patio would be $200. It's $85. Let's just leave that one. But we're going to get a new storage shed. So I don't want to spend the $95 there. I'd rather spend it on the patio. So they unclick it. And a lot of places around here in the country still have a pump house. Well, he's got an old pump house, but he's thinking, well, I'm going to tear that down, so I don't need that. But look at there. I didn't even talk about my mailbox. That old green-black mailbox, he'd clean for $20. So leave that there. And the wood bench under the large tree, screw it. We don't want that. Okay, so now our price is updated right here as we click around. So this here also puts a value on things that you may have done for free. Let's say that you just got the house wash, and while you were there, you're out by the road and you wash the mailbox and post. Well, guess what? By doing it this way, you just made $20. But let's say this is key in giving the customer a value. If you don't put any prices on these little extra things, there is no value that the customer sees. So meaning, let's say that he says, I don't want the mailbox and post cleaned. This is what I want right here. So you still have a value right here. So when you put a number to a service, that gives it a value. $20 here for a wood bench under the tree, $20 for a mailbox and post, and then of course the pump house is bigger. The value is twice that, $45. So now you secured this contract for $675. It started out as $450. So when you're there, it's always good to do exactly what you say. As long as you do that, you're good. But what I'll do, if possible, not every job is possible, but I will throw in an extra. So now, what if I'm pulling my hose by that little pump house? I mean, how easy a pump house around here is maybe 4x4 by 7 foot tall. That's the biggest pump house you're going to get. A lot of them are just like 4x4 by 3 foot high. So now he didn't want it done, but now you wash that. So when you're done, you can say, oh, by the way, while I was going by your pump house, I cleaned it. Now he's like, well, man, now there's value. Honey, he just did $45 worth of extras. That's awesome. Maybe you did the mailbox. That's got a value. But if you didn't have it on here and you didn't have a value, if you cleaned the pump house or the mailbox, he would be thinking, oh, that probably didn't take him very long. That's all they're thinking about. He just did it because it took him a minute. But he's not understanding there's a dollar value that you just gave up. So you've got to put a dollar value. All we want to do is find as many things that we can tack on for our gravy and put a value on it. So then, when we do it, it's a value. If he wants it done, we get paid. When you scroll down to the bottom here, the photos show up right here of the damage that I was. So right there's the damage to the siding. There, here, another damage. Okay, maybe I'm not really good at explaining all that, but when I first started doing my estimates, I didn't do it that way. I just put, he just wanted a house wash. So I just put house wash. And of course, not when you don't give your customer options, you won't have any extras. There's no options for them. You don't even give them a chance to add to it. So verbally, when you're on the job, it's so easy for them just to go no, no, no. Then when they see the numbers in front of them, they're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.